Hello and welcome to this Android Studio tutorial, everybody. Today we are going to learn about layouts and how to basically create interfaces in Android Studio, and also how to apply colors, a background image and some images, how to use them in Android Studio. Something like this we will be creating, in which there is a linear layout, vertical at the top level, inside which there is 1, 2, 3 and 4 levels of horizontal layouts which contain buttons or text views or images, etc, etc. So let's go about creating that quickly. I'm going to create a new project based on or let me just create a new Android Studio application, activity, new empty activity. I'm going to call it weather 3. I've created this before also, so I'm creating weather 3 which with slight variance, with slight difference. So weather 3 is what I'm going to open now. Inside it, as I just explained to you, I'm going to drag and drop one vertical layout at the top level, inside which there are 3 horizontal layouts. Actually 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontal layouts. So linear layout, inside which there are 4 horizontal layouts. I'm going to select and drag it inside the other linear layout vertical. If any of these are dragged incorrectly, you can just hold them and drag them outside. You can see it will just come outside. But this won't come outside because it's inside the linear layout vertical. However, what you can do is you can push them up and down. You can rearrange them. Anyway, so there's something called match parent in the height and match parent the width. Match parent in the width means give me the complete width of the screen. Height means match parent of the height means to make the complete uh, height of the screen. If your parent has whatever complete height, you're gonna get the complete height. If your parent is having partial or less height, that's the kind of height you're gonna get. So that's match parent. Depends upon what your parent has. So this vertical layout has the complete screen, width match parent, height match parent, but the children are not going to get complete screen. So I'm going to give them width match parent from right to left, from left to right complete width, but the height should not be match parent. It should be how much ever I need. So I'm going to change that to all of these 4. Shift select all of these, and I'm going to change that to wrap content, which means you'll take whatever you need, not more not less. So inside it, first of all, I'm gonna go and create a text view, actually 2 text views, one to represent the weather news text and the other to represent the temperature, which is 22 degrees centigrade. If you see this, weather news and then the temperature. Now what you want to do is you want to not divide them half, 50%. You want to divide them like 60 and 30 or 70 and 30. I'm gonna just first of all give it this text weather news. Okay, search for size, text size. I'm gonna increase this to 30. Text view is also, let's change that to 30, and text of this text view is not going to be text view but 22 degrees centigrade, and weather news is 22 degrees centigrade. One very good feature which we will be actually using is weight sum. I'm gonna just look for weight sum. I'm gonna divide this whole horizontal layout, which is this horizontal layout, into, let's say, 4 different parts. So let's say I'll say give 4 different parts it will be divided into, and I'll say this weather news will get how much weight. Yeah, I'll say this will get 3 parts, and obviously this will get 1 part. So what I'm saying is 75% of the screen will be given to this and 25% will be given to this. That's how I can divide my weight sum and layout weight 3 and layout weight here 4. So total of these layout weights of both of these text views should be total of the weight sum of linear layout. So you'll see weight sum 4. And similar goes to the parent level also, because this parent level is vertical. I'm going to divide this into a reasonable number in a while. But by the way, our weather news is finished. The next one is another text view, and it's going to call, I'll just drag and drop here inside, and I'll call it cloudy, and I'll search for its text size. and I'll call it not 30 but let's call it 40. Okay, 40 and this one is 30. Now this is cloudy, but I'm gonna give it some more space, maybe up till here. I'm gonna show you how to do that later on. Let's just finish my buttons, which I'm gonna just drag and drop here. So let's say button, not just this button, I need image button, so I'll just drag and drop an image button here. But before I do that, let me just show you. Let's say I want to have a image button representing Abu Dhabi. So what do I do, or Dubai? Let's say I go to Dubai, search for images, and I find a good image which I basically like for my Android Studio. Let's say I search for, okay, I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so I can copy or save it, whatever, but before that I actually should go and see where the drawable is. This is the drawable folder. Right click and say reveal in Finder or show in Explorer. If you're in Windows, you'll see this is the folder. Here you're gonna drag and drop the or copy the image. So which was the image I liked? Let's say this one. So I'll just drag and put it inside the drawable folder. That's called images. I'm gonna just change this to Dubai 2. Make sure it's a JPG or a PNG because these are the two popular formats supported. There's one more called TIFF, I believe, but BMP is not supported. So let's say Dubai. So I'm gonna create a image button here, and as soon as I create that, it'll say okay, you can create an image button in two ways. You can give it drawable, meaning an image, or you can give a color. So I'm gonna give a Dubai 2. Okay, since it's a horizontal layout, the next button also is gonna be coming just next to it. So I'm gonna just drag and drop another one, and even though this will be representing Abu Dhabi or another city, I'm just for the time being doing Dubai 2. The reason I'm gonna do that is basically I'll show you that the images you drag and drop should have the same almost the same size. Otherwise what will happen is, let's say this one, I select this one instead of Dubai, I'm going to select Abu Dhabi 2. Now you see these two are same size, but this is squeezed in. So in order to have them same size, you need to have same size of images. But that's why right now I'm just going to select Dubai 2, which is the same size. uh, but when you're doing a proper exercise, you need to figure out the correct sizes, basically equal size of the images, and place them here. Now the third one over here, which is actually my fourth layer, first, second, third, and the fourth layer should be representing the dates. So let's just represent dates based on image button, but based on colors. Color, this will represent because this is horizontal layout, the next button will come next to it. This will let's say 10th March. Another image button will represent something else, let's say 11th March, some other date. Then 12th March, I'm going to select another color, let's say green, and then one last. So one more image button please, and it's going to be, let's say, orange. So I've got four different buttons here based on color, not image but the colors. Now what I want to do here is this image button has been given a certain height. So if I say in the layout, horizontal layout, if I say match parent, what is it going to do? It's going to take out the whole height, whatever is remaining now. But here if I do match parent, so whatever height is remaining, it will take all that. So let's do all that for all these three. Shift select and say match parent. So now on this image button, you can see I can have them representing as different what you call cities or different dates. So let's select the, oh yeah, it doesn't have any text, so my bad. I'm just going to let's delete that quickly. Instead of this, I'm creating a button, actually not image button but button. 1 2 3 and 4 buttons I have, and let me give them different dates. Let's say 7 or 9 March, 10 March, I said 10 March, 12, and this one should be 11 March. Yeah, so what I was saying is all of them should have match parent height, so they'll occupy the whole layout, whatever is remaining. And then I'll give it different color, so let's say background. It's gonna be background, different background. You can give image, but I'm gonna give color, which is what we initially wanted to do. This one is a different background, means background color. And this one should be, let's say, this orange. So we got these 4 different buttons here, these 3 different cities representing Dubai and Dubai, which should be Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, and Abu Dhabi. The reason I am doing this, as I said earlier again, is that I want them to be same sized. When you have more time, you can find out correct size and then do that. Now you see, what we want to do is, in order for them to be displayed correctly on all layouts, what we want to do, go to layout vertical, and again, as I played with the weight, you want to go to the weight sum, this weight sum, and calculate how much do you need. I think, let's say this one should be 2, this one should be 2, 4, 5, and 6. Maybe this is bigger, so 5 and 5 and a half. So let's say I'm gonna give 5 and a half total weight sum, and this linear layout will have a layout weight, which is here 0.5. Finish giving all the layout weights to the others, and then you will see what it is becoming. So here, this one should be 1, this one should be 2, and this one should be 2, which is not quite what we like. Okay, I'm gonna do one thing. This linear layout, which has images, I'm gonna change that from image to some color also. All of these image buttons, I'm going to change their source to a color. Okay, let's look at this. This is match parent, match parent. This one should be match and wrap, match and wrap, match and wrap, match and wrap. Oh no, this is match, match, wrap. Okay, now I'm safe. This is wrap, this is wrap, this is wrap, and this is wrap. Okay, now let's see the calculation. Let it be back to 0.5, which is what I originally planned. This one is gonna be 2, this one should be 1, and this one is also 1. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now what I am looking into, these buttons, you see, they are actually very small. The reason for that is the button inside should be match parent. So give me whatever height my parent has. So this button has whatever height this has. So we're going to do that for all the 3 buttons. Height match parent please. And now I can give them different colors if you like. These are my image buttons representing different cities, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, etc, etc. So I'll say okay, I will select Ras Al Khaimah here. This one should be, let's select another city, Abu Dhabi. And the third one, let's select, right now it's a color, I'm gonna go back and select Dubai. Okay, so there you go, you have 1, 2 and 3 different cities over there. Again, their length is the width is problematic because they are different size. Height is match parent, width match parent. Let's do that. This one also match parent, this one also, let's do that too. Nope, match parent. So now I have the 3 images here with 3 different, representing 3 different cities, Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah and Dubai, and I can see their different buttons representing different dates, although they are